The Tower of Babel, human pride and the scattering of nations. Today, we'll dive into Genesis 11:1-9, the story of the Tower of Babel, a powerful lesson on human pride, disobedience, and God's sovereignty. Stay until the end to reflect on how this story still speaks to us today. 1. The unified people. Genesis 11:1-2. Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. This unity gave them strength, but they chose to use it for their own glory. 2. The plan to build the tower. Genesis 11:3-4. They said to each other, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They used brick instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth." Their goal wasn't to glorify God. It was to glorify themselves and defy his command to fill the earth. Genesis 9:1. 3. God's response to human pride. Genesis 11:5-7. But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, "If, as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them." God recognized the danger of their prideful unity and decided to intervene. "Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." 4. The fall of Babel. Genesis 11:8-9. So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is why it was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth. The very unity they relied on was broken, and God's purpose to fill the earth was fulfilled despite their defiance. The Tower of Babel is a timeless reminder of the dangers of pride and self-reliance. Proverbs 16:18 says, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." God desires humility and obedience, not rebellion and self-glorification. In our lives, are we building towers of pride, seeking to glorify ourselves instead of God? Let's reflect on our actions and realign our hearts with His will. James 4:6 reminds us, God opposes the proud but shows favor to the humble. Let us commit to humility and trust in God's plan. Share this story with someone who needs to hear it today. Follow for more Bible stories and spiritual reflections.